interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you the latest episode of Across the Board. Effects of listening to this podcast may include being educated on a random topic, shock, hysterical laughter, and an overwhelming feeling of wanting to subscribe to future episodes. This episode will start momentarily.
Episode 24, I think, right?
I just want to take a minute to say thank you to the brains behind this operation, Mr. Autumn himself, because
What?
you literally put everything together. You're the one who edits everything, and I'm just like so appreciative of you. And I just wanted to say thank you and that you're doing a really good job.
Are you sassing me right now?
You'll never know.
It seems like you're sassing me.
No, I just appreciate you. That's all.
Well, thank you. And I appreciate you being my guest and putting up with this shit, even though you sometimes don't want to. So there's that.
True. You know, I'm not much of a talker, so.
I got to drag it out of you sometimes. But I created a little game.
Okay.
It's not really a game, but I got curious about a couple things and I was asking ChatGPT and I'm like, hey, give me a list.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a list of 30 things.
Okay.
That basically it's going to ask me through text.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not going to do the voice mode bullshit.
Okay.
So it's going to basically just ask through text and we are going to discuss amongst ourselves and then it's just going to give me the answer. It's not really a game. I could set it up like a game, but I'm not fucking Alex.
Is this like a
Trebek,
trivia quiz kind of thing or?
Kind of.
Oh.
It's just no. It's like it's more of a list of like interesting things like the most of or the least of or whatever.
Okay.
And it's everything from like shopping stuff to cars to fucking whatever. And it's, so here's the question I have for you is, do you want to do it categorically or do you want to just have it just jump back and forth?
I like categories.
Okay.
Yeah. I like structure.
Okay. We could do that.
Okay.
It's not that many questions.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be kind of a
So are you answering all of them yourself or are we both
No,
answering?
we're just going to discuss and what we think it is and then we'll just see how far off we were.
Okay.
You know?
Exciting.
Some of them I feel like are probably going to be kind of easy, but
Okay.
but,
see.
You know, I think there's going to be a
For
lot
you,
of
they might be
surprises.
easy.
Yeah, I think there are going to be a lot of surprises. Before we get into it, though, I'm going to ask for likes, shares, comments, follows.
Please.
I'm going to slide that right into the fucking middle of the episode. Yeah, so let's get right into this. Okay. And so I do have to type this out because I'm not using voice mode stuff, but it shouldn't be that bad.
Okay,
All right.
go for it.
So, first question, food and drink is the category.
My kind of category.
Well,
Surprise,
be
surprise.
surprised. What do you think is the most ordered food for home delivery in the U.S.?
Pizza.
It's got to be pizza, right?
Yeah, I would say pizza.
Because pizza's just been forever.
Yeah.
Like, before food delivery was a thing,
Yeah, that
there
was like
pizza.
one of the first things that was available
Pizza or Chinese food?
for delivery. Oh, that's also a good one.
Chinese food.
But
is
I'd say
a good one.
pizza.
Pizza's probably more common.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's like, oh, I hate pizza.
Yeah.
Like, even, I'm not a fan of pizza, but I'll eat it.
Yeah. Contrary to what a lot of people may think. We don't like pizza very much.
No, it's too doughy. I like actual authentic Italian style pizza.
Yeah.
That's a little thinner crust and you
Or
actually
like Neapolitan style is good.
well, and something where you could actually taste your toppings instead of just a mouthful of dough.
Mm-hmm.
Like sorry,
Or like I'm
but
not really into like that whole like the deep dish Chicago style
no,
pizza.
I can't do that stuff.
I've tried it's just too much.
It's just too heavy. Like
Yeah.
but one slice and you're done.
Mhm.
I'm like I'd rather have toppings.
Yeah.
Just
I'd rather
scrape
have
the
more
off
toppings than
and-
bread.
just
You know
scrape
what I
the
mean?
toppings off into
Like
my
I
plate.
don't even like the crust. Sometimes I'll eat it, sometimes I won't. But it's just I feel like it's such an extra part of
Yeah.
it. That's like kind of
Well,
unnecessary, you know?
your little creation, I fucking love.
It's so good, isn't it?
It's on a tortilla, right?
So it's on a big tortilla,
Mm-hmm.
and I use like pizza sauce or marinara sauce
Yeah.
on it, and whatever cheese I like, and then whatever topping, and then I'll put it in the oven for like 10 minutes, and it's like thin and crispy, and it's
Yeah,
so
fucking
delicious.
amazing. It doesn't fill you up. But
I've made like
it,
barbecue
you know.
chicken pizzas with that pepperoni, veggie, like
Well,
whatever.
and that's the thing is it's easier. Number
Yeah.
one, number two, you don't feel bloated and gross after.
and
because
the
you didn't
whole
eat a bunch
the
of
whole
bread.
thing is, I mean, the tortilla itself was like 340 calories for the whole thing.
Mhm.
With the toppings, it's usually no more than 600 calories
for a
for
whole
the
pizza.
for a whole
basically.
pizza, and it's like not that horrible for you, you know?
I mean,
Depending on what kind of ingredients you're putting on there.
but it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, it's not a Domino's deep dish.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not bad. It's a good alternative, I would say.
Well, let's see how far off we were. Pizza does sound
Yeah.
legit though. So, wait a minute. Wait, what?
Dun dun
What
dun.
am I doing here? I'm screwing this up. Give me a second. I need to get in the groove. Okay. Answer is pizza.
Woo! We got it right.
Domino's alone
Yep.
delivers 3 million pizzas a day.
Wow. That's a lot of pizza.
Ah, that's crazy. 3 million a day. I mean, granted, it's across the United States, but
Yeah.
what's the math on that? Like, I mean, how many? Shit, a day?
A day.
How often do we order pizza? Like once every couple of weeks, if that.
Us?
Once a month.
I don't even think we ordered
Usually,
that
like, if
often.
somebody's here, like maybe.
I want to say once every quarter of
Yeah.
the year or something. Like, not kidding.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
who's ordering that many? 3 million a day.
I mean, it's just easy. It's cheap.
It's probably a lot of like office.
You know,
events.
it's like a lot of office events. Yes,
Right.
because, you know, we get pat on the back and free pizza. So,
Well, at least you get that.
pizza lunches.
Listen, count your blessings.
Pizza parties.
Count your blessings. All right, we're moving on. What do you think is the most commonly ordered drink at Starbucks?
Commonly ordered drink at Starbucks. This is going by what years? Like now?
Yeah, this is just
Okay.
most recent data.
Gosh, I would probably say.
Hold on. Think about that for a second because I got
Okay.
a vent.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
I went to Starbucks on Friday with a coworker.
You didn't buy me anything?
No, I was still
I'm
working.
kidding.
This person, I'm trying to be nice, that worked at the Starbucks, I walked up and I said, "Let me get a regular iced coffee or a regular iced latte." And she goes, "A what?" I'm like, "A regular iced latte." She's like, "What size?" I'm like, "Regular." She's like, "Well, is that like medium or small?" I'm like, "It's regular." Like literally, and
no.
she was sassing me. I'm like, medium, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have sassed you too, only because.
Medium is regular. Small is small.
But if you're saying regular,
Yeah.
I'm also thinking regular milk.
No. I'm saying she asked me what size. I said regular.
But it's like tall, grande, venti.
No. Listen. Small, medium, or regular.
But that's not their
and large.
structure. That's not their structure. It's okay if it's not just small, medium, large. Like, why? You've had this thing with them for years.
I fucking
That
refuse
like
to say
bothers
this
you
shit.
so much.
But she was sassing me the whole time.
I would have sassed you too.
And then when I asked her to put a Splenda in it, she's like, "A what?" I'm like, "Sweetener." She's like, "Oh, like which one?" I'm like, "Fucking Splenda, just throw a sweetener in there." She's like, "Well, we have it over there." I was like, "No, just put it in."
Did you end up getting your latte?
I ended up getting my latte, but I was pissed.
Don't let things piss you off so easily. You got to
Sorry,
work on that.
really got me worked up.
You got to work on that.
Look, this whole grande tall bullshit. No, because grande means fucking large.
It does,
So why is grande not the biggest size?
because maybe that's large in Italian size. And that's why they call it that.
This is the stupidest.
What's venti?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, I just don't think it's
Is
that
it
big
like
of a deal.
20 ounces or something? Like venti means 20 or something like
Maybe
that. Is that what it is? I don't know.
vente in Spanish is 20.
I think I heard something like that. I don't-
Maybe.
But they could just do small, medium, and large. and
No,
just call it a
because they want to
fucking
be
day.
Italian.
They're not Italian. They're clearly not Italian. They're the most un-Italian establishment on earth.
Okay, speaking of drinks that I think a drink that is the most ordered,
Yeah. Sorry, I had to vent.
that's really tough. I mean, I probably would say a caramel macchiato.
That is very specific. I'm just gonna guess a frappuccino.
But what kind of frappuccino?
I'm not gonna guess that specific.
You have to be specific though.
No, I don't. Okay. What flavors are there?
Mocha, vanilla,
Yeah, there you go.
caramel,
Mocha frappuccino is my guess.
Okay. Also, side note, do you
Yeah.
remember when we first met?
I would have them all the time.
The Java chip something
Yeah.
mocha frap with the extra espresso beans. I still don't understand how you would be able to drink the venti of that.
I would have
it was
diarrhea
just
for a week if I had one of those today.
never.
For a week.
Oh, awful. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
All right. And the survey says it's an iced vanilla latte. For multiple years now, it's held the top spot.
They're good.
Iced drinks made up over 75% of Starbucks beverage orders, with this one leading the charge.
They're good.
I mean,
I do. You don't like vanilla though.
I don't like vanilla.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
I think it's good. I think if you get like it with like half sweetness, it's a lot better. Also, what I really like that they've done now is they have this horchata espresso
Horchata.
oat milk espresso shaken thing, and it is phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Okay. See, I'm not that big
It's
of a
so
fan
good.
of
It's not
Starbucks,
sweet. It's like very coffee-y, and it's just really good. It's like
You
almost like
with
Christmas
me-
in a cup. Like it's just. I
Were
don't
you
know.
with me the one time I went to Starbucks and I asked for a regular coffee, and they looked at me confused?
No, I don't think so.
Let me just get a regular coffee.
Clearly, stop saying
And they're
regular
like-
because you're just going to get them more confused, and then you're going to get pissed
They're like,
off.
but what?
and
you
it's a
want
cycle,
blonde
so-
roast? You want? I was like, just fucking coffee. It's not that hard.
They have options.
Just coffee. Your regular beans. Grind them. Fucking brew a cup. Done deal.
But what strength?
I don't care. Coffee. Coffee strength.
No, you have options now.
Coffee strength.
You
That's
have
the
options
one. No.
now.
No.
You
I
do.
want fucking Folgers.
That's not bad.
I miss those days of just coffee. Just
Folgers
scoop
in
the-
your cup.
Scoop the coffee into the fucking filter, brew through. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that hard. It's not that complicated.
Okay,
Anyway,
it's not that serious.
all right, we're moving on.
It's okay.
What do you think is the most purchased ice cream flavor in the United States?
I would probably say chocolate chip.
I would too. Although I feel like it's gonna be something like chocolate,
I was thinking that was my second choice.
because that's just safe.
Yeah,
And I feel like a lot of people
but
like.
there's so many better options.
Yeah, but I
than
feel like older
chocolate.
people especially are probably just gonna get like vanilla or chocolate. What did Joe Biden like?
Vanilla.
Was it vanilla?
Or
It was like
it
chocolate
was one
chip.
of those,
I
I
think it was
think.
chocolate chip. I feel like older people are very like vanilla or chocolate chip if they feel
Maybe.
like they're adventurous.
Anyway, what does it say?
We're about to find out. Survey says vanilla.
Oh, why?
It accounts for 38% of all ice cream, and chocolate's 32%.
Interesting.
So between chocolate and vanilla, that's 70% of all ice cream sales. That's crazy.
Interesting. But there's so much like
There's so many better ones.
yeah.
So many better ones. Not that I could really
well.
eat chocolate anymore. What do you think is the most common impulse grocery item when people shop hungry?
Probably I want to say it's like chips or chocolate.
I feel like it's got to be something that they could eat then and there. So chocolate might work,
Yeah.
like like at the checkout stands where they have the little candies and
Yeah.
stuff. Or it's gonna be some kind of like ready to eat like packaged thing, like a fucking granola bar or something.
I don't think
There's a whole grocery store
that's
worth
not
of stuff.
real. That's not really an impulse buy though. Granola bar. I mean,
Yeah, because it's not there. It's not in front of you.
yeah. I think it's probably chocolate or like some
What do
kind
they
of
usually
like
keep near the grocery, like near the checkout?
chocolates and
And
gums
chips
and,
and stuff, right?
They have some chips. I think sometimes in some stores. But yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I tend to not shop hungry because that's when you get yourself in
Yep.
trouble. That just seems like a bad idea.
Yep.
Bananas are the impulse buy.
You know what the funny thing is? I was literally about to say no one's gonna go in there and make a banana impulse buy when they're starving.
So I was partly right.
But maybe I should do better.
So listen to this. Studies show that hungry shoppers spend up to 64% more. And bananas are often chosen as the eat it right now snack because they're cheap, filling, and don't need prep. So I
That
was
is
kind
true.
of right.
That is true.
Walmart alone, this is kind of a random statistic that it gave me. Guess how many pounds of bananas Walmart sells per year?
4.2 million.
You got to go way up.
Really?
Way up.
8.7 million.
You're not even in the ballpark.
22.9 million.
You're still not even
47.8 million.
No. Way, way, way higher.
I'm just gonna let you know you have like this much space above you,
Okay.
if that's okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Higher than 47 million?
Much higher.
105 million.
Times
2.
10.
1 billion.
1.5 billion pounds of bananas a year. Just Walmart.
Damn.
It's a lot of fucking bananas.
A lot of bananas. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with bananas. That did not sound right.
I'm not even going to go there.
I saw your face.
That was just not right. Nope. Moving right along.
Yeah, let's just skip that part.
Speaking of Walmart, what do you think is the most sold item at Walmart?
Bananas.
Now I'm going to guess bananas. That, yeah, right? It has to be. I mean, if they sell that many bananas, what could it be? Yeah, bananas.
There we go.
Bananas are the single best-selling item across all of their U.S. stores.
Yep.
They sell more bananas than anything else. That is freaking nuts.
We were correct.
Bananas, man. Who would have thought that bananas would sell that well?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you think is the most common restaurant cuisine ordered online in the United States?
Ordered online Chinese.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
But then
Or
again,
Italian. I
'cause
mean, pizza.
right? I mean,
If that goes hand in hand with the first question,
yeah,
then I would say Italian.
Is it just giving me the same thing twice?
But like cuisine,
I'm guessing Chinese, but
it's either Italian or Chinese.
oh, I had to think about it for a second. So yeah, no, that was a stupid ChatGPT. It just gave me the same thing again. It's just like, oh yeah, it's pizza.
Oh, okay.
Hey, pizza's not even a cuisine, bro. It's a food.
It's an item.
Yeah, a cuisine would be Italian.
Yeah.
These things are not perfect. Next category is cars and travel.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Kind of.
Probably not. What do you think is the most common car color purchased in the United States?
White. No.
It's got to be white, black, or silver.
You
I
know,
feel like it's white or black.
I'm gonna stick with white.
What if it's black?
It's gonna be either or.
You have a 50-50. You sure you don't want to try it?
No, I'm gonna go with white.
You don't want to. You want to lock that in? Final answer.
I'm gonna lock it in.
All right. Let's see if you're right. I don't know. I think it's very close. Whatever it is, I think it's like right there within a percent or two. White or black has to be. And apparently you didn't have my answers ready. Oh, white. White is the most commonly purchased.
See,
accounting for roughly 26 to 35% of all new and used car sales. 23 analysis by some website called IC Cars. White was number 1 in 40 states.
Yep, I was right.
Wow, that's interesting.
I mean, most of the cars I see on the road are white, so a lot of them are
a mix. A lot of gray recently.
I don't. Is that like matte gray?
Yeah, recently.
Yeah,
it's an LA thing. Millennial gray sells well. What do you think is the most common car color purchased globally?
Black.
I feel like I see a lot of silver cars in like dash cam videos from Europe. It's probably going to be white again.
I feel like it's going to be black this time.
You think it's going to throw you for a curveball, or?
I'm just thinking about all the car service people use around the world.
Yeah, but that makes up such a small percentage.
I know, but still.
Plus, there isn't some countries don't even have car service. Your LA is showing right now.
Don't be rude.
Your Los Angeles is showing.
Okay, what is it?
I don't know yet. I thought we were debating this for a second.
I'm going to go with black.
I'm going to go with white.
Okay.
Answer is white. I swear. It's right here.
I believe you.
Okay.
I believe you. Okay.
In Asia, over 50% of the cars sold are white. It's saying especially in China and Japan, which is probably where they're selling the most cars.
Yeah.
In Europe, it's about 29%.
Okay.
It says it's number 1, but gray is gaining ground. Wow. Gray is gaining ground in Europe. And in the United States, it's anywhere from 26 to 35%.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, that's not even United States. That's North America as a whole.
Okay.
So Canadians probably skewed the statistics there. It's been the number 1 car color for 10 years straight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's kind of very.
You don't even
boring.
like white cars, yeah? Like you don't like white for a car. I've never, except for your first car that you had. Was it white? The Honda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's my current car.
Except for. Oh my gosh.
I
tells you how much I pay attention.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you got that one in white. You're in your car right now.
That was my only option. I wanted it in black, but they sold the black one right before I went in. And they only had this other like old man gray color.
Gotcha.
Because it wasn't like gray. It was like kind of like a gray, but it had like a hint of like sand.
I totally forgot that your car was white.
Yeah, that's so fucking weird.
It happens.
All right, we're gonna go to traffic tickets.
Okay.
What do you think is the most commonly issued?
Speeding.
It's gotta be right.
Yeah.
People aren't running lights that often.
Speeding.
Unsafe lane change.
I don't think so.
That might be just an LA thing. I think speeding is a safe one.
Yeah.
Speeding sounds safe. I think so. Let's see what the answer is.
Dun dun dun.
Speeding.
Yeah. Figured.
Approximately 41 million speeding tickets given out each year, averaging about 112,000 tickets per day. How the... Jesus Louise. I mean, do the math on that. Like how much are people paying in speeding tickets?
A lot.
Wait, we're gonna sidetrack for a second. What's the annual spend on fines relating to speeding tickets? I hate the fact that I have to type on this keyboard with a screen keyboard. This one actually has to think about. Okay, in 2021, I guess that's the last time I had data.
But that's not very accurate because that was during COVID. So
yeah, so it's probably significantly more.
yeah.
But let's see. It says in 2021, state and local governments combined collected approximately $13 billion from fines, fees, and forfeitures. But it says speeding tickets make up a significant portion of that, so it's not even accurate.
It's not just solely.
That's just
speeding.
all like fines.
Interesting.
Fines and fees for the local governments alone brought in 71. Yeah, no, it's not. I don't have an actual number. If somebody does, that'd be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't able to find the actual statistics. What do you think is the most common reason people are late to the airport?
Traffic.
I know mine. 'Cause I had to take a dump right before I left.
That's you. And probably most men.
Traffic is probably it, but I also feel like maybe just leaving like later than anticipated.
Yeah, that's a thing.
But
like,
obviously that's related to traffic, but I think people are just not anticipating the amount of traffic they're going to hit on the way to the airport. Or even worse, it's not even on the way there, it's when you get to the airport.
Yeah, and how long everything takes.
Traffic just to get to the terminal.
But then, we are in California, so LAX is a shit show.
LAX is got to be the worst thing ever.
JFK is rivals it.
Which one's busier though? I think LAX is busier.
They're both really, really busy. They both
Is LAX the busiest in the United States?
That I don't know.
It's up there.
But
I feel like Atlanta is the busiest.
I don't know. I've never been.
Well, because isn't Atlanta a hub for like multiple airlines? Because I know Delta uses Atlanta as a hub.
I'm not sure. I've heard it's a busy one, but I'm not sure how busy.
Ha!
What is it?
We're both wrong.
Well, what is it?
Oversleeping. People miss their flights more often because they wake up late.
I can't even fall asleep before I go on vacation because I'm so excited.
Multiple travel surveys. The most common reason travelers report being late or missing flights is oversleeping, especially for early morning departures. Over 60% of travelers say they've almost missed or actually missed a flight at least once, and waking up late is the number one culprit cited in passenger interviews and complaint logs.
Okay, with alarms and your phone and everything, there should be no reason for that.
Well, I feel like these are people that probably aren't excited to go on this trip, like business trips and stuff like that. Especially where they didn't pay for the ticket. They're just like, whatever.
But still, I could never.
I don't know. If I didn't want to go somewhere, I probably could.
No, I could never.
All right. Next one's online shopping. Next category.
Okay.
What do you think is the most returned product category on Amazon, right?
Can you say that again, please?
What do you think is the most returned product category on Amazon?
Product category. That's a tough one because Amazon sells everything.
Yeah,
Clothing.
it has to be.
I'd say clothing.
You know why I think it's clothing? Because for some reason, Chinese manufacturers of clothing do not know how to properly size clothing for Americans.
Oh, for sure.
Like their large is our small.
Yeah, like
so
they're.
I feel like clothing is correct, but also because a lot of shit is misrepresented on Amazon, especially when it comes to clothing. Like you'll buy something, it looks all plush and whatever, like a jacket, and you get it, and you're like, "What the fuck is
I
this?"
recently bought a red dress, and it was like a peasant top, and it was really cute and flowy.
I don't know what that means.
It was like off the shoulder.
A peasant top?
Yeah. Anyway,
Why would you want to look like a peasant?
that's just what it's called. Relax.
Peasant.
Anyway, it was really cute. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. So I ordered it, and then I got it, and it had little holes all over it for design, but it was completely see-through.
Well, there you go.
The holes, they were just holes.
See, look, you can't. I feel like you can't shop for clothing online. You have to see it.
I was like, what
Unless
am I supposed
it's
to do with
something-
this?
Okay, so online shopping for clothing, I think, is only safe when you know what you're getting.
No, that's also
So-
untrue. You know, as someone who's bigger, I find more options online versus the mall.
Okay, but I'm
You
saying
know,
like
or in person shopping.
if you're willing to go through the back and forth of returns
You
and whatever,
sometimes you have
but
to.
like if it's something that you know, like it's the same brand of shirt. For
Yeah.
example, I do that. Like if I know a shirt that fits me well,
that's
whatever,
different. Yes.
it's easy. Or if it's my socks or whatever, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like I know it's safe, but I'm not gonna go and like buy dress shirts online because I want to go and try them on and see how I fit.
You have the option to do that. You know, you
Sometimes.
have, but for women who are of my size or bigger or whatever, we don't readily have those sizes available in the stores. So you have to go online to purchase those things.
Okay, understandable.
So
Apparel. Apparel tops the list as the most
Yeah.
returned product category on Amazon.
nope.
While the platform's overall return rate falls between 5 and 15%, clothing and shoes often lead, typically returning above the category threshold. Example, around 12.8% for accessories like backpacks or handbags. Amazon's 2024 policy even now excludes apparel and shoes from the new return fee structure because of their consistently high return rates, another sign that these items dominate returns. So apparently, I'm just that figure kind of blew my mind. 5 to 15% is their usual return rate.
Okay.
So whatever number they report in sales, 5 to 15% of that is returned. That's a huge fucking number.
For them, yeah.
Yeah, because if they're selling tens of billions of dollars, like what is 5, 10, 15%
Yeah.
of that number? Like that is significant.
I'm sure it's in there.
Well,
Like
but
quarterly
here's the thing too: is most of the stuff they don't sell directly.
Yeah.
It's some third party seller, and if it is something that they sell directly, they're able to go and turn around and put it on like Amazon Warehouse or whatever, like like their opened items and stuff like that, where they still sell it for a significant amount, so it's not a total loss. I don't understand how they make money on shipping. That makes no sense. Or not even make money, but like how they actually can afford the shipping, because they
Yeah.
ship shit same day. I have ordered stuff at 8 a.m. and gotten it by 4 p.m. that same day.
Me too.
And it was not local. It was
Me
like
too.
3 states away.
Me too.
They put that shit on a plane and got it here fucking somehow. I don't know how they do it.
I don't question it. I'm thankful for it.
It's I guess the miracle of slave labor. I don't know.
Ugh.
That's really what it is. Okay, moving along. What do you think is the most sold product category on Etsy?
Sold product cat.
I got mine. I already know what it is. Well, I don't know what it is, but
On Etsy, I would say apparel.
I would say friendship bracelets. I feel like Etsy's like a hippie hangout.
No.
I've-
Who?
Etsy's a hippie hangout.
No, I really want to know the answer. No. Friendship bracelets? No. I'd say apparel.
Handcrafted jewelry? No.
That's also an option, but
Friendship bracelets. Let's see.
if we get friendship bracelets, I'm
I'm
gonna lose
gonna
my
laugh.
shit.
Home and living.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Decorative pillows, candles, wall art, furniture, and kitchenware. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody buys their candles on Etsy.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people do. Like, there's a lot of like
There's at least
blankets and frames and cups and.
Well, and it's not just that. Like, I feel like every other like middle-aged housewife whose children have already left the home is just making candles.
I don't know how that works.
I don't either. Yeah, but it's just that makes sense. Etsy's kind of a meh. What do you think is the most sold category on Amazon overall?
Apparel.
Well, it counts for most returns. It would be sad if it's not the most
Yeah.
purchased, but
Yeah.
I feel like it could be electronics.
I don't know.
Electronics.
I wouldn't say that.
Books.
Wouldn't say that either.
Isn't it crazy that's how Amazon
Yeah.
started? I like apparel. I think it's electronics.
Okay. Let's see.
But Amazon's so fucking big. I don't.
There's a lot.
Or it's like, I mean, because
Like-
even when you think of any category, you're like, okay, home improvement. Yeah, people buy tons of home improvement shit.
Yeah.
Stuff for your car. Tons of stuff for your car. Like, I don't. This is like looking at a range of gigantic mountains and trying to pick out the biggest one. Like,
It just makes most sense to me for it to be apparel.
because they have the most
Yeah.
returns. Yeah, that's logical. But let's see. Survey says ChatGPT being slow today. Home and kitchen.
Interesting.
Home and kitchen.
That also makes sense.
Most sold product category on Amazon overall. According to Jungle Scout, about 35% of small to mid-sized Amazon sellers offer products in this category. Additionally, sales ranking data confirms home and kitchen items like bedding, utensils, and decor occupy the bulk of Amazon's bestseller lists. Wow. Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
I feel like a lot of it's like these like stupid kitchen gadgets that people buy, like
Maybe.
apple cores and potato fucking slicers and.
To-go coffee cups.
Well, no, like that. What's that one that? What's it even called? It's that stupid like potato slicer thing that you like screw into it and it makes
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
like spirals, yeah.
Yeah, the spiral cutter, whatever.
Yeah.
But like I feel like everybody has one for some reason and nobody uses
I
it.
don't.
Do you want one?
No.
I'm sure I could get on Amazon.
I'm okay. I don't want to
Recently, I've been
spiral my
seeing these pop up
potatoes.
on TikTok too. I'm like, who the
I'm not going to spiral my potatoes. I'm good.
But what's the point of that?
Design, aesthetic.
But a potato, maybe a cucumber, not a potato.
Isn't it called like? There's like a specific word for them, but I don't remember
It's
what
a
they were
spiral
called.
cutter.
No, but like the potato itself.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember. Hasselback?
I don't know.
Nickelback?
That's a band.
No, I know.
Well, but here's the thing: like, can you make chips like that and then you just like break them off?
I don't. I mean, you can, but I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway,
Well, no, we're gonna go next. I don't like this. What do you think is the product with the highest return rate by percentage? But it's not telling me.
I don't like that. I
Yeah.
don't like that question. Do something more fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same question from like 2 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Next. All right, what are we getting here? No. It's answering the question again.
No.
It's giving me the same. Okay, well. Oh, what do you think is the most returned product due to buyer regret?
Ooh,
That's a little different.
That's a good one though.
That one. What?
I was gonna say jewelry, but like overall, I don't think that's it.
I think it's electronics.
That's a good one.
Computers, phones, all that kind of stuff. Where people are like, damn, I really didn't need to spend $1,000 on this stupid phone.
Buyer regret. I mean, you can buy anything on Amazon.
That's the problem.
You can buy
Jewelry? Probably jewelry.
I said jewelry, but like I'm not.
Like watches, jewelry.
Do they sell high end stuff on
Oh,
Amazon?
yeah, they sell everything. You probably buy a jet on Amazon.
I know you can buy houses.
Yeah, you can buy anything. I've seen $80,000 watches on Amazon before.
I'm gonna go with jewelry.
Just to keep it friendly, I'm gonna go with electronics.
Okay.
And let's see who's right. It's got to be one of us. It can't be anything.
We'll see.
Whoa, wait, what?
What is it?
It skipped that answer.
Oh no!
Hold on. What the hell? That's bullshit. No. Electronics.
Oh, you're right.
This bitch straight skipped the answer.
Like, we don't need to hear this.
I love that. Okay, I've noticed something about ChatGPT. Once you start going, like, once you get deep into something, it all of a sudden just starts getting ADHD on you, and it starts like
Or
seriously.
like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore.
Like, so, like, if you ask it to do something complex, for example, it'll be like, oh yeah, give me like 24 hours, I'll get back to you. And then
Yeah.
24 hours later, you're like, hey, what happened with that project? And it's like, oh yeah, I'm still wrapping it up, I need a couple more hours. And you're like, bitch, you had 24. You're a
Yeah.
computer, you should be able to do this stuff. And then it'll deliver something that's half-assed, and then you got to like walk it through and say, hey, you still got to do this and this and this to complete this project. Yeah, it gets a little ADHD.
Yeah.
Yeah, so electronics most commonly returned due to buyer regret, unmet expectations, overbuying during sales like Prime Day or Black
Yeah.
Friday, or incompatibility issues. One study found that nearly 1 in 5 tech returns are due to I changed my mind. So 20 people just changed their mind.
Okay.
Oh, man, that's interesting. All right. Ready for the next one? Social media and culture.
Okay.
What do you think is the most used emoji in 2024?
2024.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably say the sideways happy face with the tears.
That's because you're a millennial.
No,
That is
ours is
the
not
most-
sideways. Ours is not sideways. The millennial is a straight happy face with the tears. This
It's
is
the
the
same thing.
no. This is the
It's the
tilted
same
one.
thing.
No, it's not. It's
I
the
feel like it's going to be the poop
Gen
emoji.
Z uses the tilted ones.
I think it's going to be the poop emoji.
Gen Z, because you poop a lot. Okay.
No, it has nothing to do with
You
that.
and
I
your
just think it's the
poops.
poop emoji.
Okay, go for it. What do you think it is?
I don't know what it is. There's so many of them. It's probably the crying face.
No, maybe that's just like
Not too far. Well, they call it the loudly crying face, but it's not. It's the one that's like tears running down both cheeks.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? So apparently that's the one.
Oh, I use that a lot.
Loudly crying. They call it the loudly crying emoji.
Okay.
Clocking around 761 mentions, overtaking the one that you're talking about.
So that was second.
That was So that's
See,
second.
I am not. I'm right sometimes.
Sometimes.
I can. You know.
No, so if this was a year ago, you would have been right.
Yeah.
What do you think is the most blocked word in TikTok comments?
Blocked word. In TikTok comments.
Dork-sided. Remember we had that whole conversation with Marguerite, where they gave her like a strike because she said somebody was dark-sided.
I want to say it's something like murder or suicide or something like that.
I feel like it's simpler than that. I feel like it's just like idiot or something, because people are just calling each other idiots all day.
I've never seen anyone call anyone else an idiot on TikTok.
Oh, you should hang out in the
No,
political videos.
I'm good. I am so good.
Okay, if I had to guess one word. What's your one guess?
Murder.
Murder? I don't think it's that serious. I think it's idiot
Okay.
or dumbass. Dumbass sounds good. Yeah, let's go with dumbass.
Okay.
And the answer, according to I don't know. No way.
What is it?
It actually is idiot. Why did I change it last second?
See, always go with what
Out
your
of
instincts
all the
tell
words
you.
that could possibly be.
Maybe that's why I've never seen anyone get called an idiot.
Yeah, because it keeps getting removed.
Yeah.
According to user shared examples, blah 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 blah. Words like idiot, stupid, loser, and pathetic are the most frequently blocked, especially idiot. TikTok's backend list includes 100 plus banned terms, including common insults such as pig, fat, ugly, and pathetic. Okay,
All right then.
that's interesting. I can't believe I almost had that. Out of all the words in the English language,
You
I
were there.
almost had it.
You were there. So it's all good.
What do you think is the most lied about thing on dating apps?
Depends. Are we talking about
Anything. Think of
Anything?
whatever.
weight? Weight and height, I'd say.
Those are good ones.
Yeah.
Weight or height? Age.
I disagree.
I mean,
Maybe in the 90s. I don't know.
income, like the Tinder swindler.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got to be either age, height, or weight.
Yeah.
Which is dumb to lie about because all three of those things are going to be blatantly
Exactly.
obvious
Like
once you
you're
meet
going to
the
meet this
person.
person. Exactly. Exactly.
Like, how long are you getting away with that lie?
Right.
Let's find out. The answer is height. Other common lies. So, oh wow, 80% up to 80% of men admit to adding at least an inch or two to their real height. Other common lies are career, hairstyle or appearance, age or relationship goals. So we were both kind of there.
Yeah.
How are you gonna lie about your appearance? How are you gonna lie about your hairstyle? Like,
I don't know. I don't even know. Like,
you're gonna be like clean cut and then just show up with the emo bangs.
Maybe.
Like, what?
change of heart. I don't know.
I don't know. But again, like it's so dumb because like how you're gonna get caught immediately. Like it doesn't make any sense. What do you think is the most common fake statistic shared online? I feel like ChatGPT is gonna be like all of these that I just told you.
Why don't you answer this one first?
Common fake statistic. I don't know. I don't know what genre it's like even.
Yeah, I'm like a little confused about this
Most
one.
common fake statistic. It's probably something to do with money.
Maybe.
I don't know, but let's just see what it's about here. Answer. We only use 10% of our brains. That's the one that apparently is overused
Okay.
and it's fake. What do you think was the most searched Wikipedia topic in 2024? I have a couple good guesses. You want me to give you mine?
I'm gonna say Trump.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking either election related or
Yeah,
COVID.
it's something political.
It's either COVID or election related.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it might be COVID because things started like kind of dying out, and they're like, "Well, let's see."
I would say that, but I feel like it had been years already,
It's already
so I don't
time
really.
passed.
Yeah.
Interesting. The most searched and viewed English Wikipedia article in 2024 was deaths in 2024 with approximately 44 million page views.
Oh, people are morbid.
That's almost 330,000 total hours spent reading it.
Jeez.
Wow. I wonder why.
I've never thought about researching that stuff.
You know what it is because so many famous people died like in the past couple of years that that's probably what people started reading about.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. Okay. So, do you want to keep it PG? Because
No.
there's an adult and not safe for work category that we could skip.
No, that's fine. We
Okay.
can go to the adult part.
Kids, turn off this video now or skip about 8 minutes. All right, let's see what we got. What do you think is the most searched porn category in the United States? Americans are fucking weird, so I don't even know.
I don't know what categories are there.
Categories, I don't know.
Oh, probably the girl on girl stuff.
Girl on girl
Is that what they
stuff.
call it? Is that what they call
Lesbians?
it? Well, yeah, but I feel like they would have like terms on there. No,
Lesbian. That's what girl on girl.
Okay.
They don't. Gay porn is not called man on man porn. It's called gay porn.
I just remembered something. Sorry.
Okay, but you're probably right on that one. It's either that or what else could it be? Actually, I think you're right. It's either that or like college girls or some shit.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
We're gonna find out.
Well,
Survey says no way.
what?
No fucking way. Bro, what is wrong with Americans?
What?
Before I even tell you the answer, I'm going to tell you that Americans are fucking stupid.
That's
Flat out. This is embarrassing for the United States.
Okay.
The most searched porn category in the United States and also globally, and this is according to Pornhub's 2024 year in review, hentai porn. The Japanese cartoon porn.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. How? It's not even fucking porn.
I didn't even know that stuff was like that popular.
Apparently it is. To anybody out
But
there
it's
that
a-
likes
but it's a-
hentai porn, I don't want to know why, but you're fucking weird.
But it's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon, literally. So people are just out there getting off to cartoons. Like, what's next? Dora the Explorer? I don't fucking know.
You know what? Probably is somewhere out there.
That's
with
fucking
that
weird.
stuff.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like, that makes no sense to me. And that's, I'm sorry, that's also embarrassing.
I don't get it. But that's globally though.
That's globally and in the United States.
Interesting.
And
So,
I'm going to
I mean,
stand
we're
by
not the
this.
only ones.
I'm going to stand by this. Listen, I don't care if this is the most searched and there's tons of people out there watching it. If you're watching this shit, you're fucking weird. That is weird. Like, if this is what you're searching most, I understand if once in, a 6-month period, you're like, oh, let me check out these cartoon porns. Whatever. Cool. But if this is what you're daily searching up or weekly or whatever, every time you're watching porn, that's fucking weird. Like, you need to break out of the cartoon world. There's real women out there. Go out there, talk to them.
Maybe that's maybe that's the problem.
That people are afraid to talk to real women?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
they shouldn't be.
curious to know what that was before COVID.
I
If
can
that was,
ask.
but that'll be for next
Hold
time.
on,
It's fine.
I could find out. The most searched category in what year? 2020?
Let's do 2019.
2019. So just before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
We're finding out.
Okay.
Yeah, very different.
What is it?
Well, hold on. It's still it was still in there.
Okay.
So, the very top genres were hentai and lesbian.
Okay.
Oh, dude, you fucking people are nasty. It took me a second to even realize what this word is. Faucest.
What's that?
Apparently, like fake incest stuff.
Okay.
Fucking nasty ass people. And then also MILF, big ass, and cream pie. So
You look like you're like okay.
a little more normal than weird incest cartoon porn.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But see, it is a little bit different versus COVID.
Yeah, how did it jump so? I don't know.
Anyway, next.
Oh,
I don't want to think
hold
about
on.
that.
This question is the same as the last one because now it's asking me the most watched genre globally in 2024. If that was the most searched, then I'm sure it was also the most watched, right?
Probably, yeah.
Wait, what? Oh shit! I gave it the wrong. Sorry. I gave it specific instructions and I broke out of those instructions and it got confused. Yeah, so hentai was still the one.
Okay.
Fucking weirdos. Sorry, dude, but I'm judging you. I'm judging. What do you think is the most common day of the week that people have sex? That's an interesting one.
I don't know. That's a good question. I would say Thursday.
I would say April 20th. It's. I feel like it's got to be Friday or Saturday. People going on dates, college parties, all that kind of shit. There's probably a lot more sex happening then. Although, are college kids answering these surveys? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe probably not.
I would say, if I have to guess one day, I'm going to say Saturday.
Okay.
You're guessing Thursday?
Yeah.
All right. Saturday.
No, you're right.
I had a 1 in 7 chance.
I was like, wait, what? But
Yeah.
I understand now.
Of According to several surveys, leisure time, fewer work commitments, and a relaxed evening vibe make it a topic to connect and the heaviest day for dating apps and hookups. Oh,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Like Saturdays, you're not really like tired from work. I was gonna go with
I
Friday.
was thinking like Friday, people go out, they get like
Yeah,
they
but
drink and they get hungover Saturday. They're not gonna really do anything, But
no, because I'm thinking Fridays
Yeah.
you're not going as hard because you're tired from the work week, so you're
That's
kind
true.
of keeping it quiet, and then Saturday you're going out and doing
That's
whatever
true.
you're doing. What do you think is the most common place people fantasize about having sex outside the bedroom?
In a body of water.
That's what I would guess is like pool or spa or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be it. What else could it be?
I don't know.
It better not say like movie theater because that's gross.
Yeah.
In the shower.
Hmm.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Page 6. It says topping the list followed by beach, car, pool, and more.
Car.
Yeah, I don't know. Also beach, sand.
Car. Ugh.
Don't ask me.
I'm not gonna
Shower makes the most sense.
No comment on that one.
Shower makes the most sense. What do you think is the most sexually active age group in the United States? 65 and
Ooh.
older.
Really?
Those nursing homes go great.
I want to say April 20. I'm just kidding. Is there like a range or?
Yeah, it's probably going to be a range, but just guess.
I'd probably say 25 to 30. No, 30 to 40.
I would say, I don't know about 30 to 40. I would say like 30 to 35, like around there. I don't
Okay.
know what the groups are, but
Yeah.
I'm going to guess early 30s.
Okay.
I remember hearing that kids aren't hooking up as much as anybody else.
I don't know.
I don't. That's where I'm kind of basing my answer off of.
Okay.
So the actual answer, according to ChatGPT, that's a big range.
What does it say?
18 to 29. So people in their 20s. So let's see. The Kinsey Institute and related surveys, U.S. adults 18 to 29 have the highest frequency of sexual activity, averaging about 112 times per year, compared to 86 times a year for 30 to 39-year-olds and 69 times a year. 69 times a year for 40 to 49-year-olds.
I'm just thinking, do people actually count?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
It's probably because they're probably average numbers. Well, but then also here's the other thing too is like I feel like when they're surveying these people, they're like, "Oh, how often do you have sex?" They're like, "Oh, fuck, every day,"
Yeah.
just to not seem
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're not having sex. That's
Yeah.
probably what's happening.
yeah, because then I can't
gotta-
imagine counting.
You got to count on people to actually be honest for these things. To
Mhm.
to
Yeah, people aren't going to
actually-
be honest about it.
No, nobody's gonna be honest about stuff like that. Next one's weird human behavior. I think we're getting close to the end.
Okay.
So, what do you think is the most common lie people tell themselves?
Common lie that they tell themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not fat.
I was gonna go with that. I'm healthy.
Yeah.
I'm going with something
Yeah.
like that too. I'm fine.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna go. Well, it's talking more psychologically, but kind of same,
Yeah.
same path that we're
Mhm.
on. What do you think is the most forgotten item people leave home? Most forgotten item when people leave home?
Their keys.
It's either keys or phone.
Oh, phone's a good one.
I know it's not their child. They forget them in the car.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, that's not funny, but kind of.
I'll stay with keys.
Keys or phone?
You can probably go with phone.
I'm gonna go with phone. Well, wallet's a good one too. Men
I mean-
lose their wallets all the time.
Maybe.
I think phone. I think I'll go with phone. You're gonna go with keys.
Yeah.
Watch is gonna be wallets. Just out of spite. Phone.
Yep. There you go.
Number one forgotten item is phone. A survey in 2023 found that 1 in 3 Americans admit to leaving home without their phone at least once a week. Jesus. 1 in 3 Americans are forgetting their phone at least once a week.
So that's not either of us, which is good.
I think I've forgotten my phone maybe twice in the 10 years
Me too. I mean,
that I can remember.
You remember? I think I left it here once, and you had to come back up and get it.
Well, yeah, and I've I've literally left it, and by the time I got to my car, I
Yeah.
remembered it came right back. It's
Yep,
not like
yep.
I went very far without
Yeah.
it. Once a week? 33% of Americans are forgetting it once a week? That's alarming. People need
Happens.
some, was it ginkgo
It
biloba
happens.
for memory? Whatever. Fucking A. What do you think is the most regretted tattoo theme?
A name.
It's got to be a name.
Yeah.
It's got to be a name. I agree wholeheartedly with you on that one. It is a partner's name. Yeah, that was kind of obvious. All right, next one. What do you think is the most Googled health symptom?
Am I dying? Do I have cancer?
Do I have cancer? Has to be up there.
Yeah.
But symptom, specifically symptom.
Heart stuff. Heart stuff.
Either that or like weird poop stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Like,
But I think heart
why is
stuff.
my poop red? Because you had beets.
I've asked you that question before. You're my Google.
I try. Headache. Headache is the most.
okay.
That makes sense. In the U.S., it tops common searches. So common searches include cough, diarrhea, fatigue, and shortness of breath. Searches spike often during cold flu season, allergy peaks, and high stress events like elections or exams. During 2020, loss of smell shot up briefly, but headache returned to
that
number
makes
one
sense.
soon
Yeah.
after. All right. So next question. Final question.
Okay.
What do you think is the most hoarded household item in the United States?
Bags.
Toilet paper.
Bags.
I'm going toilet paper.
Millennium bags.
Hold on, I still need this.
Or
I thought I
boxes.
was done with it. I'm going to say toilet paper.
is good. Or water bottles. If I'm being serious, probably water bottles.
If I'm being serious, toilet
Wow.
paper just because
Wow,
of
wow.
COVID. Wall ball.
Still though, to this day?
I think people are. Listen, that made no sense to me. People weren't buying food, but they were buying toilet paper. If you're not eating, what are you shitting?
Yeah.
You won't need to wipe your ass if you're starving to death.
True.
Like,
True.
it's just dumb. And they were fighting each other for it. That was a crazy part. Answer is toilet paper. Especially post 2020, over 52% of over 52% of households keep extra toilet paper stockpiled just in case. Even after the pandemic, panic buying eased, TP sales stayed 15 to 20% higher than pre-2020 levels.
I think people are genuinely terrified of using something else besides toilet paper to wipe their ass. It doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
But here's the thing: is if you're in a
If you're
the whole pandemic thing, right? Like you're in this like, oh my god, we're in a fucking damn near post-apocalyptic situation.
right,
Your main concern should be food and water.
right,
If you run out of toilet paper, use a fucking rag, jump in the shower, do something, and at least you have food to eat. Because if you're not eating, if you're not stockpiling food,
I get
And the
water
crazy-
though. I get water.
water makes perfect
Yeah.
sense. But because water keeps, like you can keep water for a year, you know. But the weird part was too is like people were, even when people were buying food and hoarding food, they were buying perishable food, like granola bars and shit like that, protein bars that are, you know, an entire meal in a bar
Right.
that were sitting on the shelf, nobody was touching, and they're good for 6 months, a year, some of them even longer. But fucking raw chicken was sold out. It's like, dude, you got the priorities all wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's done and over
Some
with now. I mean,
people need survival guides.
I know. What can you do?
Anyway, I guess that concludes our episode of 30 weird fucking questions.
Thanks for joining us
And,
today.
Wow, you're really trying to wrap this one up.
I'm just saying thank you, bro. Wow.
Well, if you made it this far, I'm gonna sound like a what's a damn, I can't even think of it. Well, anyway, if you made it this far, like a YouTuber, if you made it this far, hit that like and subscribe, and you know, whatever.
And join us next time.
You know, I'm gonna
on
start doing. I want to
Across
start
the
doing
Board.
infomercials.
You should.
Billy Mays here for OxyClean. No,
No.
can't do it. No. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next week.
Till next time.
Till
Bye.
next time. Bye.